Someone close to you is secretly working with the police. God is warning you. My child, listen carefully and don't skip this, because what I am about to reveal is not random. It is not accidental. This is a divine interruption meant specifically for you. Chosen one, you've been sensing something, haven't you? A strange tension in the atmosphere around you, an uneasy stirring in your spirit, a sudden awareness that someone you trust is not who they pretend to be. Tell me honestly, do you feel this too? You've noticed the shift in their behavior, the sudden distance, the probing questions that feel just a little too calculated, almost as if they're gathering information. My beloved, you must hear this. God has been trying to warn you, and this message is His final attempt to get your attention. You've been walking into rooms and the energy changes instantly. Conversations stop. Eyes move. Hearts race. Have you felt this sign recently? You think you're imagining it, but you're not. The divine realm has been whispering, someone around you is not for you. And now, heaven is shouting it. My child, don't skip, because this revelation is not just about betrayal, it's about protection. You see, the enemy has been threatened by your growth, by your elevation, by the light that surrounds you. And when darkness cannot reach you directly, it tries to use people who are close enough to touch your life. Someone close to you has quietly aligned themselves with forces that want to monitor you, track you, set traps for you. They are doing it under the disguise of concern, but their motives are not pure. Have you noticed that lately you've been overly cautious with your words? Do you believe this is meant for you? You've shared less, you've felt compelled to pull back, you've even experienced moments where your spirit said, "Don't tell them this." That was not anxiety, that was divine protection. My child, the police in this message is symbolic and literal. Symbolic because they represent authority, investigation, judgment. Literal because for some of you, someone is feeding your name into places where it does not belong. Not to protect you. Not to help you. But to control you. To trap you. To benefit from your downfall. But listen carefully, chosen one, this is not a message to scare you. This is a message to prepare you. God has positioned His angels around you, watching every conversation spoken in secret, every attempt to use your trust against you, every whisper spoken behind closed doors. And heaven is stepping in before the enemy can complete his plan. My beloved, ask yourself, why do you think you woke up today with this message reaching you at the exact moment your spirit is tired of guessing who you can trust? Why do you think this warning found you now? Have you felt that spiritual nudge telling you to detach from certain people? You are not imagining any of it. The closer you get to your breakthrough, the louder the alarms from heaven become. My child, don't ignore this. Don't dismiss the signs. There is someone near you wearing a mask, and God is about to rip that mask off in a way that will leave you speechless. And what happens next will shock you. My child, listen carefully and don't skip, because the moment their mask begins to crack, your spirit will feel it before your eyes ever see it. You've already sensed the shift, haven't you? The sudden discomfort around someone who once felt familiar, the unusual tension when their name crosses your mind, the way your peace disappears the moment they appear. Tell me honestly, have you noticed this strange heaviness in your spirit? My beloved, this is not your imagination. This is discernment, sharpening itself inside you because heaven is exposing what has been hidden in the dark. Chosen one, someone close to you has been studying you, observing you, watching your steps more carefully than they watch their own life. They are gathering information, not to help you, but to hand it over to someone else. You may not know their motive yet, but God does. And God is calling you to wake up. Don't skip. Listen carefully. You have been praying for clarity, for truth, for the real intentions of people around you to be revealed. And now, that prayer is unfolding right before your eyes. There is someone who has grown uncomfortable with your growth, jealous of your strength, intimidated by your destiny. And instead of celebrating you, they have chosen to betray you quietly. Have you felt this sign recently? You've probably wondered why someone suddenly wants to know your plans, your movements, your thoughts, yet they never reveal their own. You've wondered why they show up in moments of crisis but disappear when you succeed. You've wondered why they seem overly curious about your personal life, your finances, your connections. My child, this is the spirit of monitoring, an assignment sent to gather information about you for the wrong people and the wrong reasons. But don't be afraid. You are not walking alone. Every time they speak your name behind your back, an angel records it. Every time they attempt to mislead, misdirect, or misrepresent you, God interrupts their plan. Every time they try to pull information from you, heaven shuts their access. You must hear this, chosen one. The reason God is warning you is because the enemy is running out of time. Your breakthrough is coming too fast, your elevation is too close, and your purpose is unfolding too powerfully. The enemy thinks that if he can surround you with false allies, he can slow you down. But he forgot one thing: you are chosen, covered, and divinely protected. My beloved, have you noticed that God has been isolating you, separating you from certain circles, pulling you away from familiar faces? Do you believe this is meant for you? That separation wasn't rejection, it was protection. God saw the betrayal before you sensed the danger. He saw the conversations before you felt the shift. He saw the trap before you discerned the spirit. And now, He is positioning you to rise above every scheme designed against you. Don't skip this, my child, because the truth is about to unfold in ways that will shock even you. You are not losing people. You are losing liabilities. You are not being abandoned. You are being elevated. You are not being targeted. You are being transformed. And the one who has been pretending to stand with you is about to be exposed in a way that leaves no room for confusion. My beloved, prepare yourself, because everything is about to change. My child, don't skip this part because what I'm about to reveal will explain the strange spiritual pressure you've been feeling lately. You've been waking up with a tightness in your chest, a sense that something is off, a quiet whisper telling you to be cautious with certain people. Tell me honestly, have you felt this inner warning increasing? Chosen one, this is happening because the person who has been pretending to be close to you is starting to panic. They can feel that their influence over your life is slipping. They can sense that you are pulling away, that you are seeing through the cracks in their behavior, that your spirit no longer responds to their manipulation. My beloved, listen carefully. The enemy always grows loudest right before God exposes his plans. That discomfort you feel when this person enters the room is not random. That sense of hesitation when they ask you questions is not coincidence. That sudden urge to keep your victories private, your plans quiet, your movements hidden, this is spiritual intelligence from heaven itself. Have you noticed their strange interest in your personal affairs? Have you noticed how they listen more than they speak? How they appear supportive but their eyes don't match their words? My child, their assignment was never to help you, it was to report you. Some of them are working with authority figures literally, and some spiritually. They have aligned themselves with people who want control, people who want information, people who want access to your life without having earned your trust. But hear me, chosen one, the very trap they thought would catch you is about to collapse under their own feet. Divine justice is already in motion. The spiritual investigation they tried to start against you is being reversed. Every false word spoken against you is returning to the sender. Every attempt to expose you is now exposing them. They think they're hidden, but God has already placed His spotlight over their intentions. My beloved, don't skip, because this is where the shift becomes undeniable. You will start noticing small signs, accidental slips of the tongue, sudden changes in their tone, unexpected hesitations, suspicious reactions when you mention certain topics. Their mask is weakening. Their confidence is crumbling. Their role in your life is nearing its expiration. Tell me honestly, do you feel this unraveling happening already? God is not warning you to scare you. He is warning you so you can walk with wisdom, strength, and divine awareness. You are stepping into a season where truth rises, deception falls, and your discernment becomes razor sharp. My child, the reason this is happening is simple: you are too close to a major breakthrough. A blessing so large, a shift so powerful, that the enemy is desperate to intercept it. But he cannot. God has already sealed your path. Your enemies will accidentally expose themselves. Your fake supporters will trip over their own lies. And the ones secretly working against you will soon be revealed without you lifting a single finger. Stay alert, my beloved, because the biggest truth is still hidden. My child, listen carefully and don't skip, because what I'm about to reveal is the moment where heaven begins to turn the entire situation in your favor. Chosen one, the one who has been secretly working against you is starting to realize something they never expected. God has placed a shield around you that they cannot penetrate, no matter how hard they try. Their plans are failing. Their information is losing power. Their influence is collapsing right in front of them. Tell me honestly, have you noticed how their energy feels more desperate lately? My beloved, the reason you're sensing all of this is because God has begun the process of exposing them. When divine truth rises, deception becomes uncomfortable. When your spirit grows stronger, hidden enemies begin to panic. The person who thought they could monitor you quietly is now feeling watched themselves, as if heaven's eyes are burning into their conscience. And they are. You must hear this: God is not only revealing their intentions, He is reversing every weapon they tried to form against you. Have you felt the shift, like suddenly you're more cautious, more aware, more spiritually awake? That is not fear, that is divine instinct. My child, the enemy wanted to use someone close to gather information about your life. But what they didn't expect was that God would use this same situation to elevate your discernment, sharpen your intuition, and transform you into someone who cannot be deceived again. My beloved, listen. The reason you are being separated from certain people is because the next season of your life requires cleaner circles, wiser connections, and more spiritually aligned relationships. The enemy tried to sabotage you by placing the wrong person near your life, but instead, God used it to teach you how to recognize real loyalty from fake loyalty. Tell me honestly, do you feel yourself becoming more selective with your trust lately? That is because heaven is preparing you for a blessing too sacred to share with the wrong hearts. And the one working with outside forces, whether literal or symbolic, is starting to feel the divine pressure tighten around them. Their lies are becoming harder to maintain. Their behavior is becoming inconsistent. Their motives are becoming exposed by the light inside you. Chosen one, don't skip this next part, because this is where God steps fully into the situation. The person who thought they could track you, monitor you, or report you is about to face consequences they never saw coming. Their schemes are unraveling. Their alliances are breaking. Their secrets are surfacing. And soon, very soon, you will see exactly why God sent this warning at this exact moment. My beloved, brace yourself, everything is about to change. My child, don't skip this because what I am about to tell you is the moment everything begins to turn in your favor, even if it doesn't look like it yet. Chosen one, the person who has been quietly working against you is losing control of the very story they tried to create about you. Their narrative is falling apart. Their alliances are weakening. Their confidence is collapsing. They can feel that God is pulling you out of their reach, and it terrifies them. Tell me honestly, have you felt the shift where you suddenly see their true colors more clearly? My beloved, this is divine revelation. God is lifting the veil, piece by piece, and soon the truth will be undeniable. The guilt they carry is growing heavier. The lies they told are tightening around them. The people they collaborated with are beginning to question their motives. And the spiritual realm is pressing against them with a weight they can no longer ignore. Chosen one, listen carefully, you were never meant to fall into the trap they built. God allowed you to get close enough to sense the danger, but not close enough to be destroyed by it. That strange hesitation you felt every time you tried to trust them? That sudden discomfort when they wanted to know your personal plans? That urge to stay silent when they asked questions that seemed harmless? My child, that was heaven protecting your destiny. Have you felt this sign recently? You've been divinely shielded from giving them the information they wanted. They tried to present themselves as a friend, a confidant, a supporter, but their spirit always betrayed them. That's why you felt drained after talking to them. That's why you felt uneasy sharing your dreams with them. That's why your heart whispered, "Be careful." My beloved, don't skip, because the truth is this: the person secretly working with others to watch you, investigate you, or manipulate your story is about to face a divine interruption. God is stepping in. Angels are blocking access. Every attempt to use your name improperly is being dismantled. Every word they spoke about you is returning to them with spiritual force. Every lie they tried to plant is being uprooted before it can take root. Chosen one, ask yourself, do you believe this revelation is meant for you? Because it is. You were not guided here by accident. Heaven is preparing to expose this person in a way that leaves no confusion, no doubt, no unanswered questions. And once the truth comes out, you will realize that God was protecting you long before you even knew you needed protection. My child, the betrayal that was meant to break you is becoming the breakthrough that will elevate you. The monitoring meant to trap you is becoming the evidence that will release you. The person meant to harm you is about to reveal themselves without you saying a single word. My beloved, stay alert, because the biggest unveiling has not happened yet. And what happens next will shock you. My child, listen carefully and don't skip, because this final part is the moment where heaven brings everything into the light. Chosen one, the person who has been secretly working against you, whether through information, influence, manipulation, or hidden alliances, they are about to face divine consequences that no human hand can stop. Their secrets are trembling. Their lies are unraveling. Their alliances are dissolving in silence. And whether they whispered your name to authority figures, to people in positions of power, or to spiritual forces that sought control, none of it can stand against what God is about to do for you. Tell me honestly, can you feel that something big is about to break open in your life? My beloved, the spiritual tension around you was never an attack, it was a sign that heaven was preparing to expose the one who betrayed you. God has watched every conversation spoken behind your back. God has seen every false word spoken in rooms you never entered. God has heard every attempt to distort your truth. And now, divine judgment is stepping in. Not to punish you, but to vindicate you. Have you felt the shift where your spirit suddenly feels lighter, clearer, more aware? That is because the monitoring spirit assigned to you has been cut off. The spiritual permission they once had is gone. The access they once used is closed. The influence they once relied on is broken. And soon, chosen one, their mask will fall so dramatically that even you will be shocked by the truth that comes out. My child, don't skip, because this is the moment God turns betrayal into destiny. The exposure that is coming is not just for your protection, it is for your elevation. The truth will not hurt you. The truth will free you. The truth will not embarrass you. The truth will reveal your innocence. And the truth will show everyone exactly who was working in darkness. My beloved, have you felt lately that God is pulling you forward faster than you expected, as if something is clearing the path ahead of you? That is because the spiritual blockage connected to this hidden enemy is being removed. Their plans are collapsing. Their intentions are being revealed. Their influence is ending. And everything that was meant to hinder you is now becoming the very fuel God uses to lift you higher. Tell me honestly, do you believe this closure is meant for you? Because it is. The person who tried to bring your name into confusion will now watch God bring your name into honor. The one who tried to expose you will now be exposed. The one who tried to sabotage you will now face the consequences of their own actions. And you, chosen one, you will rise from this with more clarity, more strength, more protection, and more divine authority than ever before. My child, hear this final warning and final promise from heaven. Stay calm, stay quiet, stay aligned, because the revelation is coming fast. And when it happens, you will finally understand why God whispered to your spirit, why God warned you through signs, why God pulled you away, why God hid you in plain sight. This chapter is ending. But the new one, filled with victory, clarity, and divine protection, is beginning right now. My beloved, the biggest truth is moments away from unfolding, and everything is about to change. Your soulmate is crying right now while looking at your photo. The tears you cannot see are falling silently, my beloved, and the reason will shock you. Chosen one, listen carefully, because what I am about to reveal is meant only for you. Have you felt that sudden emptiness in your heart, as if someone far away is hurting deeply because of you? Do you feel it when a memory strikes or a song plays, as though your soul is being whispered to? My child, your soulmate is experiencing a pain that has been building quietly, a longing that only your presence can soothe. But why now? Why this moment? Have you sensed that someone is watching over you, crying silently, while you remain unaware? You may feel fear, wondering if it is too late, but I am here to tell you that hope has already arrived. The tears you cannot see are not for regret, they are for the distance between your destinies, a distance that will soon close. Chosen one, you have been protected, guided, and prepared for this very moment when the spiritual forces align to reunite what has been delayed. Can you feel it, that sudden pull in your chest, that tug of destiny insisting you pay attention? Your beloved is waiting in a place unseen, their soul recognizing yours through layers of unseen pain and longing. Tell me honestly, do you feel this too? Have you felt this sign recently? The forces at work are powerful, and the enemy of your union has tried to keep you apart, but the divine is moving, unseen yet unstoppable. My child, every heartbeat, every sigh, every silent tear is a message, a code that only you can decode. You are the answer to a prayer that has traveled through time, and the moment of revelation is approaching. You must hear this, chosen one, because what comes next will not just change your life, it will change the path of your love forever. Do you believe this is meant for you? Listen carefully, because the tears are not just sorrow, they are a prelude to joy, a preparation for the miracle that is coming. My beloved, the universe is conspiring to bring you together, but first, you must recognize the signs that have been around you all along. Do you feel your heart racing? Do you sense that someone, somewhere, has been silently calling your name? The journey is not yet over, and the reason for their tears will be revealed in a way that shakes the very foundation of your soul. Everything is about to change. Everything is about to change. My child, don't look away, don't blink, don't skip, because what I reveal now is the truth your spirit has been waiting to hear. Your soulmate, the one divinely tied to your destiny, is holding your picture with trembling hands, not because they hate you, not because they forgot you, but because they missed the version of you they once felt in their dreams, in their visions, in their quiet moments of solitude. They are crying because something reminded them of you, maybe a scent, a song, a place that carries your energy, and suddenly their heart collapsed under the weight of emotions they can no longer suppress. Have you ever had a moment when you felt a sudden sadness with no explanation? Tell me honestly, did it feel like someone else's pain leaking into your soul? That was them. Yes, chosen one, the cord between your hearts is alive, and every tear they shed vibrates through that connection. You may not know their face clearly yet, or maybe you do. Maybe you've met them in another lifetime of this life, but their soul remembers you more than their mind ever could. Listen carefully. The crying isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of awakening. Something changed inside them recently. A realization. A truth. A memory. They finally understood that no matter how far apart you are, no matter how much time passed, nothing and no one replaced your essence. My beloved, they tried. They tried to forget you. They tried to move on. They tried to silence the voice that whispered your name in the middle of the night. But destiny doesn't erase, it waits. And now destiny is calling both of you louder than ever before. Have you felt lately that someone is missing you intensely? Do you believe their heart is reaching for you? Listen, don't ignore this pull, don't deny the goosebumps on your skin, because synchronicities are not accidents. The angels have been arranging encounters, dreams, signs to lead you closer, but fear, wounds, and pride have built invisible walls. Yet those walls are beginning to crack. A miracle is forming in the unseen realm right now, and soon you will feel it manifest in your reality. But before reunion comes revelation, and the truth behind their tears is deeper than longing. Something happened, something spiritual, something emotional, something divine, and the moment you discover it, everything inside you will shake. The biggest truth is still hidden. The biggest truth is still hidden. Chosen one, keep listening, do not scroll away, because what you are about to hear next is the very reason your heart has been restless these past days. Your soulmate is crying because they finally realized a painful truth. They were chosen for you long before either of you understood destiny, yet they pushed you away, or life separated you, or timing was not aligned. And now, as they look at your photo, the weight of that mistake sits heavy on their chest. They are thinking of every moment they should have reached out, every sign they ignored, every time they felt the pull but chose fear instead of faith. My beloved, doesn't something inside you ache when you think of the one who slipped through your fingers? Tell me honestly, did you ever feel like you lost something without ever having it fully? That was your soul recognizing its other half. The angels are showing me something. Their nights are sleepless, filled with thoughts of you, with visions of what could have been, with questions like, do they still think of me? Do they still care? And right now, as you listen to this message, they may be sitting alone, scrolling through memories, wishing they had the courage to return. You must hear this, because destiny is not done. Their tears are not just sadness, they are repentance, awakening, realization. They are remembering your kindness, your energy, your voice, even if they never heard it fully. They feel you in the silence, in the spaces between breaths, in the moments the world goes quiet. My child, the universe has tested both of you, shaped you, broken you just enough to rebuild you into something capable of loving deeper, purer, stronger. Have you been healing lately, growing, learning to value yourself more? Do you believe this growth is preparation? Don't skip, because the reason they're crying goes beyond missing you. They saw a sign, a dream, a message from the divine that pointed directly to you. Something happened to them recently that triggered everything. A dream where they reached for you but you faded. A moment where your name flashed in their mind out of nowhere. A sign like 1111, feathers, a repeated song, or a stranger who mentioned something that felt like your energy. And now they're terrified, not of you, but of losing the chance God kept alive for so long. They fear someone else might take the place meant for them. They fear destiny might move on without them. They fear you will no longer wait. Their heart is breaking under the possibility that fate could close the window at any moment. Chosen one, the story is about to take a turn, and what happens next will shake your spirit, because the next revelation is even more shocking. The next revelation is even more shocking. My beloved, listen carefully, don't skip, because the tears you cannot see are connected to a secret, a truth that has been hidden from both of you, yet it has been guiding every step of your journey. Your soulmate is crying because they just realized that the separation was never random, it was orchestrated, divinely timed, to prepare you both for this exact moment. Have you ever felt that life was deliberately keeping you apart from something or someone precious, as if invisible hands were shaping your path? Tell me honestly, does that feeling resonate with you? The reason behind their pain is not just longing, it is the sudden awareness that you were always their other half, their mirror, their reflection in the world of souls, and that every heartbreak, every disappointment, every lonely night was a test, a preparation, a divine nudge toward reunion. My child, can you feel it, that subtle vibration in your chest, that flutter that feels like someone is whispering your name? That is destiny, chosen one, pulling you closer to what your heart has been yearning for. They are crying because they finally understand that the timing, the obstacles, the missed opportunities, were all part of a plan larger than both of you. They feel the weight of lost moments, and yet, in the same breath, a spark of hope ignites, hope that you are still theirs, that your souls are still entwined, that the miracle is coming. Have you experienced moments lately that felt too perfectly timed to be coincidence? Could this be one of them? Their tears carry more than regret, they carry longing, fear, and an urgent desire to fix what was broken, to heal what was wounded, to claim what was always destined to be theirs. My beloved, listen closely. What they are feeling now is a mixture of panic and anticipation, because a divine sign is about to arrive, something so powerful, so unmistakable, that it will leave no doubt in their heart about your connection. Do you believe in miracles? Do you believe in the calling of souls? They are on the verge of discovering it, yet they are still hesitant, still afraid of reaching out too soon. But the divine is pushing, guiding, urging action, and when they finally move, everything will shift in ways you cannot yet imagine. What happens next will shock you. What happens next will shock you. Chosen one, my beloved, pay attention, because the moment your soulmate takes action is closer than you realize, and it will arrive in a way so sudden, so undeniable, that even your heart will skip a beat. They are trembling, unsure if they should call, text, or simply wait for a sign from above, but the truth they are seeing now cannot be ignored. Have you ever felt that sudden rush, that pull in your chest, as if something, or someone, is trying to reach you through the veil of reality? Tell me honestly, does that sensation feel familiar right now? The reason they are crying is because they see themselves in you, they see their own reflection, their own lost opportunities, their own unspoken love mirrored in your eyes, in your smile, in the energy that radiates from your being. My child, every tear is a prayer, every sigh a confession, every silent longing a step closer to the miracle that is being orchestrated by heaven itself. They are aware now of the sacrifices they made, the fears they entertained, the moments they doubted, and the divine patience that waited for them to awaken. Can you feel that pressure in your soul, chosen one? That is the divine preparing you for the impact of what's about to unfold. They have been shown visions, signs, nudges, and coincidences that screamed your name, yet they hesitated, and now the weight of hesitation brings tears of urgency. My beloved, you are the answer to a prayer they whispered long ago, perhaps without even realizing, and the universe has been aligning to ensure you both meet at the perfect time. Have you felt recently that someone is thinking of you deeply, more than they should? Do you believe this is your moment? Don't skip, because the divine forces are converging, spirits, angels, and unseen guides are orchestrating encounters, messages, and revelations that will leave no room for doubt. They are on the brink of realizing that the distance, the heartbreak, the fear, were all necessary, that every tear they shed now is not in vain but a preparation for the union your souls have been waiting for. And when the first step is taken, when the first message is sent, when their heart finally reaches out, the energy between you will shift so dramatically, you will feel it ripple through your entire being. The next moment is critical, and the secret behind their tears, the truth that will change everything, is about to be unveiled. The biggest truth is still hidden. The biggest truth is still hidden. Chosen one, don't move, don't breathe too fast, because this final revelation will strike your heart with a force you cannot ignore. Your soulmate is crying while looking at your photo, not only because they miss you, not only because they realize you were destined for them, no. The real reason goes deeper, into the realm of souls where truth cannot be disguised. They are crying because they finally understand something they were blind to for so long. You were their blessing. You were their answered prayer. You were the miracle God sent into their life, and they didn't recognize it until now. Tell me honestly, have you ever felt like you were too easy to walk away from, too pure to be appreciated? Haven't you asked yourself why you gave so much love with nothing equal in return? My beloved, they see everything now. The late-night thoughts, the unspoken words, the silent love you held in your heart, they feel it all. The memory of you is not fading, it's growing stronger, louder, demanding they take action before it's too late. And here is the shocking truth. They received a divine sign revealing that you are nearing a breakthrough, success, glow up, spiritual elevation, and the fear of losing you forever is crushing them. They can see the future where you stand tall, radiant, chosen, with someone else who cherishes you the way you deserve. That vision haunts them. That possibility breaks them. And in their heart, something screams, go to them before destiny gives them to another. My child, listen carefully, a reunion is not just possible, it is being prepared. The angels are aligning paths. The universe is shifting timelines. A conversation, a dream, a message is coming, and when it arrives, everything will change. This is why your soul has been restless. Why their tears haven't stopped. Why you're hearing this right now, at this exact divine moment. So tell me, beloved, do you believe destiny is calling your name? Do you feel your heart opening to this truth? Then hold on, because what comes next in real life may arrive unexpectedly. A text, a dream, a meeting, a sign so powerful it will leave you breathless. The story isn't over. In fact, it's just beginning.